I have to start with a review like that. I need some caffeine. I need a caffeine shot after watching this movie. Fucking got soda all on my face. Let's just get this out of the way. Back once again with more for the Keanu-thon, Keanu Reeves Marathon Reviews. And this one was just boring, depressing, and yeah, Under the Influence, 1986 TV movie, which stars Andy Griffith. You also have Keanu Reeves in the supporting role. And that's the only interesting thing you can take away from this movie, is that, you know, at one point early in Keanu Reeves' career, he worked with Andy Griffith. Again, that's the only thing you can take away from this movie. Directed by Thomas Carter, this guy would go on to direct films like Metro with Eddie Murphy, Coach Carter with Samuel Jackson, so he went on to direct some stuff, but yeah, this movie was just depressing. The plot is pretty straightforward. You have Andy Griffith, who's our main character, Noah Talbot. He's a longtime alcoholic whose drinking begins to have a devastating effect, not only on his personal life, but on his family as well. And, you know, it causes a rift, you know, throughout the film, and long story short, Andy Griffith's character dies in the end, due to his alcoholism, and that's pretty much the plot. And yeah, this, okay, let's start with the cast. Andy Griffith, who I like. I didn't grow up with the Andy Griffith Show. I know he was in Matlock as well. I didn't really care for his character here. I thought, you know, he was a drunk. I mean, throughout the film, he's an alcoholic. And at points, you know, he's throwing stuff at his family. So he's somewhat abusive. And you don't really care for this character. You know, they're telling him, hey, stop drinking. You're going to kill yourself. But he doesn't listen. And that's what happens in the end. He kills himself. I mean, he pretty much dies because of his drinking. So he keeps drinking. And he keeps drinking. And it's like, I don't really care for this character, especially when he's abusing his family and being a dick. You have Susan Hubley in the film, who I've never heard of. But she was in Escape from New York. You have one of the characters is also a son of Andy Griffith in the film. This character, Steven, who is played by Paul Provenza. And in the film, he's like a stand-up comedian. And throughout the film, it's like it's trying to be serious. Like this serious TV movie. You know, dramatic. Drama. But at certain parts in the film, there's a certain scene that will come in where this guy, his son, is doing stand-up comedy. I'm like, this is so awkward. And it's out of place. And it doesn't fit. Like, you're trying to be a serious movie, and it's dramatic. But at points in the film, it like cuts to his son doing stand-up comedy. So I didn't care for that. You have Keanu Reeves in the film, who's his son Eddie, and he's running the store, like this hardware store, because his dad can't be there. You know, he's an alcoholic, so he has to run the store. But he also has this idea of converting the store to like a video store, and who cares? I mean, when you look at this cast, again, the only interesting thing you can take away is that you had Keanu Reeves early on in his career. He'd worked with Andy Griffith. And that's pretty much it. You do have an appearance from Richard Lawson in the film, who's this doctor, and this guy you've seen before. He was in Poltergeist, so it was cool to see him. Very small role. But yeah, this movie's making my nose run. I swear it's not cocaine. You almost needed cocaine to get through this movie. But yeah, the pacing, it was an hour and a half, but it just felt long. I mean, according to IMDb, it says 2 hours. So I don't know, probably with commercials, because this was a TV movie. And I get this is a TV movie, but this is not a good one. This is not a good one. This is a boring, depressing, almost soap opera-ish, bad acting from this cast. And in the same year, Keanu Reeves did River's Edge, which is a better movie. He was better in that movie, so I don't know if he did this before that, like he filmed this film before River's Edge, because I don't know what happened here. Heck, I mean, even the Brotherhood of Justice, I'd rather watch that, and that's not that great. Again, directed by Thomas Carter, who later on directed Metro with Eddie Murphy. Coach Carter, Save the Last Dance, which I've never seen. Also, a lot of TV shows, like Hill Street Blues. He directed some episodes of that. Let's see here. Damages. And he's still directing. So, I mean, the director would, of course, go on to direct better films and better, projects. But this one was just a dud. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what else to mention because there's not a lot to talk about here. I mean, it's a TV drama. Andy Griffith, his character's an alcoholic who doesn't listen to his family. That, hey, you need to quit drinking. And he keeps drinking anyways, even after, having health issues in the film. And, there's this one scene where he's in a church and like his kidneys give out and he goes to the hospital and they tell him, hey, if you, drink one more time, you're going to die. And what happens? In the end, his character dies. But also, too, because, Keanu Reeves felt like, he was, like his father didn't care for him. At the end of the film, Keanu Reeves takes a gun and shoots his grave with a shotgun, rifle, whatever. And Keanu Reeves is screaming at, his father's grave, meanwhile shooting it with a gun, shotgun, whatever. I'm like, what is this? So I don't know what else to add to this film. You can totally skip this one. And yeah. Even next, going to review Babes in Toyland, which that looks like a winner. But yeah, at the end of the day, because I don't know what else to add to this. And again, I know people are going to say, oh, it's a TV movie. But I've seen good TV movies. This is not good. It's boring, it's depressing. It feels long. There's scenes in the film where, like, very awkward editing. Like it's trying to be serious, like a serious drama. And at points, they in the film, you have certain scenes with this other son who does stand-up comedy. So, I don't know why they decided to do that. And the film gets a 6.5 in IMDb, and I don't see why. Why does this deserve a 6.5? I don't get it. I mean, there's not even a Wikipedia page on this film. There's not a lot of information I could find. So, it's that much, it must be that much of a winner if it doesn't have a Wikipedia page. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't know what else to add. Yeah, Under the Influence TV movie, you can definitely skip. Again, the only interesting thing you can take from this is that, Keanu Reeves worked with Andy Griffith at one point in his career. But this is not a good movie. I don't get the 6.5 on IMDb. Again, I keep saying this, but it just felt depressing. And even by the end, Keanu Reeves' character shooting up his father's grave with a shotgun. I'm like, really? And he's, Keanu kind of takes it over the top. Um, yeah, skip this one. Um, but next up, for the Keanu-thon, I'll be reviewing Babes in Toyland. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. Uh, Looks like a winner from clips that I've seen. But, yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll see what happens. But thank you for watching, and have a good day.